your seatbelt. It's going to be a bumpy ride.
Chrissie is hilarious.
Chrissie, have you ever heard of the comedian Basha K. Ali?
No, that sounds like something you yell at before you blow up a plane.
30 seconds remaining.
But you know what good you say? I dabbled in stand-up or something. I haven't been disrespectful to you at all.
I was very confused by the title, Everything Everywhere All at Once, because that's also what we call it when Ash takes off his shirt. I shouldn't be up here. I should be in school on the other side of the ocean. Good morning. It is, what day is it? It's Tuesday, October 4th. Welcome to Mayr in the morning. Little late, little gay this morning. Burning an autumn wreath scented Yankee candle. I wish these candle companies would just be honest when describing their candle scents. Like when I hear autumn wreath, it could be a lot of things, but when I walk into the room, all I smell is apple. So it's like, just say it's apple. I'll never understand these people. Hello. I got a bunch of dates coming up. Guys, I'm going to be in Bridgeport, Connecticut on October 20th. My gosh, that's coming up already. It's literally in 2 weeks. Holy cow. So get your tickets for Bridgeport, Connecticut. If I went to college with you, if you live in the tri-state area, if you just need a laugh, come on out. Let me put up my calendar here. Whoop. Boom. Bridgeport, Connecticut, October 20th. Then we got the Comedians of the Compound at the Orlando Improv on Thursday, October 27th. That's going to be me, Gino Bisconti, Anthony Cumia, Alex Stein, Lila Hart. That's going to be a really big show. Same weekend as the Geeks and Gamers F&T meetup. And then we got Content House 48-hour stream happening right after this show. So if you can't come to Florida, just tune in. Then I got a weekend in Long Island, beginning of November, Friday, November 4th, Saturday, November 5th at the Brokerage Comedy Club in Belmore. Then we got the Compound Media Censored TV show in New York City on Thursday, November 10th. To be announced. Venue is to be announced in New York City. Then I'll be in Jersey at the New Brunswick Stress Factory on Thursday, November 17th. A little pre-Thanksgiving laugh. Then I'll be in San Diego in February at the Mic Drop Comedy Club, Friday, February 24th and Saturday, February 25th. Mic Drop Comedy in San Diego. First time back in California since the pandemic. Or plandemic, I should say. So that's cool. Yeah, I remember being in West Hollywood like March 9th, maybe. Because I had done a show March 6th or 7th out there, like in a really shitty area of LA. I just found a venue and we're like, all right, let's do it. It was at the Moroccan Lounge, which I think is near Skid Row. It's kind of amazing the show even happened considering it was like right when all the pandemic stuff was happening. And I remember making jokes on stage like, oh yeah, I had a bunch of fans coming in off a cruise ship from China. They're not going to come. Like I was joking about it then, and I'm joking about it now. Nothing has changed. Deranged Lunatic, what's up, boy? That will be $50 for being late. Oh my God. I was 3 minutes late. I hope you can forgive me. What's going on, Kayla? Love you, girl. Kayla sends me pictures of the dogs at her job, and it really, truly makes my day. What's up, Welsh Republic? What's up, Nesquick? Matthew Hammond? All the good people of the chat. Hello, fine. Good chat. Good day, chatters. Fealty, Flagrant, Nvidia's here. The gang's all here. Paul Gibbons, Honk from Clearwater, Florida. Is it Clearwater or is it dirty from the hurricane? Is it dirty water, Florida? I saw this photo that someone posted on Twitter. They're like, this is what our house looks like in Naples, Florida. And it was just like about 5 feet high of rainwater behind their window. And then somebody's like, clean your aquarium. I was like, that's pretty funny. What's up? I'm excited to be back from New Orleans. New Orleans was real fun. I want to go back. That's a city where you never get sick of. It's never like too many times in New Orleans. There's always stuff to do. You can definitely have like a typical New Orleans time and do Bourbon Street and like Frenchman Street and the French Quarter. And like you could spend a week just doing that, walking around, beignets, drinking in the street. Although like there is a limit on how many of those frozen blended daiquiris you can have because they're just so sugary and super high calories and they're not keto friendly. I definitely went off keto in a major, major way. I was like, you know what? I can go off it a little bit or I can just run in the opposite direction. And that's what I did. I had bags, like 2 bags of beignets in the 4 days I was there. So I waited online. Actually, the day I was flying out, which was Sunday, I waited online for a half hour at Cafe Beignet because somebody told me like they were even better over there. And I was like, I might miss my flight. And then I get a notification that my flight was delayed a half hour. So I was like, okay, this really works out perfectly. It was like God said, Chrissie, get those beignets, girl. Get your fat ass some beignets. I'm going to delay your flight. Keto is like diarrhea city. I don't know. I would argue the opposite is true because I had like bread and dough while I was away. And my stomach was like, fuck this. Like it was not good. But now I'm back on it, back on the program. Will Nash, really happy your comedy show went well. Thanks, bud. Yeah, we had 4 in New Orleans at the Comedy House. It's this great little club, kind of a hole in the wall. There's no real major club out in New Orleans that I know of. And so we did 4 shows, 7 o'clock, 9 o'clock Friday, 7 o'clock, 9 o'clock Saturday. 7 o'clock shows had better turnout, but I felt like the 9 o'clock shows were just a little bit more wild and fun. Everybody was good. All of the fans were good. My old friend from New York hosted for me, Samantha Bednars. I've known her for years. We go way back. She moved out to New Orleans. She met a guy and moved out there. And she's always loved the New Orleans vibe. So it made sense. But yeah, we used to host a show together called Broads and Babes, where it would be mostly girls. And it was fun. We did it together. We had good banter. We would do it at like West Side Comedy Club or wherever. So it's good to see her again. And yeah, it had been a while, maybe like at least a year or something. So we hung out. We went out to dinner before the last show, me and Sam and her fiance. And I got like Oktoberfest style meat and sausage and stuff. And I had it in a container and I was keeping it at the club. And then I went to get it when I was done. And they're like, we're sorry. Somebody stole your meat. It's all good. If keto is diarrhea city, then we all know why Melanie Mack is so thin. It fucking works, guys. I'm sorry. Like I was somebody who was on every fucking diet my whole life, basically. It would be a hobby. Like it would be how me and my mother would bond. We would just go from like diet to diet together, which isn't the most healthy thing, to be honest. Like it's kind of the opposite of the body positivity movement is what we did. We did the like every 6 months, what new diet can we do? We did Atkins. She was on something called the ball diet where you put these silver ball bearings behind your ears. And I'm not even joking. Every time you're hungry, you just fucking rub the balls and your hunger goes away. And then she would have like a cup of yogurt. And that was her diet. I don't know if that worked so well. Like it works for a couple weeks and then you just get like hungry. So she did that. We did South Beach. the big thing with South Beach diet is like your treat is basically ricotta cheese that you can mix in with some cocoa dust. So it's essentially chocolate cheese. Doesn't sound good, doesn't taste good, but like while you're on it, you trick yourself into thinking like, "Oh, this is my treat." So that's South Beach. What else did we do? God, we both did the master cleanse. I did the master cleanse once for 28 days. It's pretty neat. I like it for the sheer fact that it gets you turned off food like as an activity, and you think about what else in your life that needs to be done. You're like, "Oh, it gets you to clean up, it gets you to like tidy up your life, you get tasks done that you've been putting off." It's bad socially. Like you obviously can't go out and have fun, but you do definitely slim down. And then of course, when you go back to eating it, it all comes back, but it really cleans you out. Like you really go to the bathroom a lot. And I lost 10 pounds on that, like nothing crazy. And then you get to the point on the master cleanse where you're like, you just want to smell people's food. That's how crazy you get for food. You're like, "Oh no, I'll just smell it. I'll just have a whiff." And you're a food smeller. Keto is a great start, but the carnivore diet gets better results. I lost 20 pounds in the month of September this year, and no, I wasn't starving myself. Fuck yeah, dude. And I think it works much better for guys. Like if you've tried so many diets and you just don't see any results, fucking do the carnivore diet. Do keto. I've been doing like a messy keto, which is really just like mostly meat, eggs. I live off the egg bites from like Starbucks, Dunkin' Donuts. And I'll do like coffee with cream, meat where you can. But yeah, just like no fries, no bread, get off sugar, get off candy, get off snacks. All that processed shit is like just you'll miss it at first, but then you'll truly get over it. And the stuff that like the keto snacks I have now are these Quest peanut butter cups. And I have these wafers that are like vanilla wafers that are really good. And those are like low carb too. And that's it. And like those kind of hit both. It hits my chocolate craving, it hits my vanilla craving. And then I'm good. Like I occasionally, like during the summer, I would like crave ice cream. So it's like once in a while I would have it. But like if you're like good on keto most of the time, you can have a couple of splurges every month and you be all right. So just like, yeah, up your meat and protein intake. Eat nuts, eggs, cheese, fish, chicken. Eat it all. Eat it all. Is keto not just rebranded Atkins? Maybe. When I was on Atkins, I felt more the obligation that I needed to like buy Atkins brand stuff. Maybe because I was just like younger and more susceptible to the marketing. You might be right though, Matthew. Eat nuts. Do you know how they make vanilla? No. Do I want to know? No. That's why you have great feet, Chrissy. Ugh, are you the foot guy, Will? Is this you? There's somebody in my DMs always asking me for foot jobs and foot pics. Count calories. Doesn't matter if it's keto. All right. Yeah. But nobody wants to count calories. Nobody wants to feel like they have to log every single thing they eat. That makes you fucking miserable, in my opinion. Then your whole life becomes about this diet and you're obsessing, which is good if you're like a notebook person and you're like, I constantly write shit down. But I did Weight Watchers too. You have to always log everything you eat. That's a pain in the ass. I just don't like having to log things. It makes you kind of obsessive. Okay, guys, so many stories, so much going on in the news. I have been enjoying this Billy Eichner meltdown over his gay movie Bros. Okay, God, I mean, where are we on his tweets here? I think he's in strong cope mode over this movie not doing so well. So yesterday when I was on Kumi's show, we talked a little bit about this. He's essentially blaming straight people for not seeing his movie when it's like, wait a minute, weren't we told for fucking haven't we been told for actually years now that it's like white people, straight white people, this isn't for you. Stay away. Like we need representation. Not everything is white all the time. Okay, so now you make your gay rom-com and not everyone's going to see it and like you don't blame the gay people for not seeing it. You're now blaming white people. So it's like, "Oh, wait, you can't have it both ways. You can't give people shit uh for I don't know, not feeling included. Then when you make your own shit, people don't see it. Yeah, right? Because that's the point of making your own shit. It's not for everyone. I don't know. And now Eichner is coping about how bad it's doing at the box office. Here's this tweet here from yesterday. Box office, as we know, has absolutely nothing to do with the quality of a movie. And tweeting about a movie you haven't actually seen is meaningless. That's just Twitter bullshit. The majority of people who see Bros really love it. Go check it out and see for yourself. Box office is 100% about how well the movie is doing. And box office is based on like I guess word of mouth. Someone sees it, they think it's good, they recommend it to their friends, and it's like word of mouth is so important. Like that was a huge factor with I think Top Gun Maverick, and then you have people start to go see it twice, whatever. They bring their friends to go see it. So it's like, yeah, box office is pretty impressive. That's like me as a comic being like coping like, yeah, nobody came to the show, but it was a great show. It's like, all right. Oh, Billy. And yes, I'm going to continue tweeting about Bros every day for the next year just to spite you. Who are you spiting, Billy? Who are you mad at right now? Shouldn't you be like, can you prove that every single gay person saw this movie? And then maybe you can start getting on straight people about it. Oh my God. And of course he's like, oh, I loved it. I loved it. I didn't even hear about this movie until yesterday. He has this whole thread. I watched my own movie. I was crying. My movie is so great. Rolling Stone has it on the best comedy list for the 21st century. It's like, okay, if you think it's great, why are you so mad? That's just the world we live in. Unfortunately, even with glowing reviews, great Rotten Tomato scores, a cinema score, etc., straight people, especially in certain parts of this country, just didn't show up for Bros, and that's disappointing, but it is what it is. Oh, really, Billy? I don't recall ever going to see a movie and them asking me if I'm straight or gay. I never knew that that was a thing that people took into account. I didn't think there's somebody in the theater going around seeing who looks gay, who looks straight and tallying it all up. So it's like, how the fuck do you know who's straight or who's gay seeing your movie? But no, let's blame straight people, the very people who, we all supposedly hate and need to stay in their lane. I find this shit so exhausting. Everyone who isn't a homophobic weirdo should go see Bros tonight. So you are a homophobic weirdo if you don't see this movie. You will have a blast, and it is special and uniquely powerful to see this particular story on a big screen, especially for queer folk who don't get this opportunity often. I love this movie so much. And then here's Lydia. Shout out to Shower Patch Lids. So this is pathetic, as is touting how great your own movie is. Exactly. Really sad stuff. And that's even before we get into how ridiculous it is to blame homophobic straight people for your movie flopping. The movie is so bad he wasn't even willing to pay for it. Wow. This is how you try to sell a crap movie. I won't be watching this film. Has nothing to do with the gay content, just your own tendency to be as intolerant as those you claim do not tolerate you. Interesting. This is a tweet of his from this summer. Get your fictional, hateful Bible stories and your fake fictional religious bullshit out of our fucking lives. Fuck you. Wow. Yeah, it doesn't sound like you want these people to see your movie, Billy. Sounds like you made a very specific movie for a very specific group of people, but now you expect everyone to go see it? That's strange. That's what these Hollywood types do. They really overinflate their importance. They have an overinflated ego. They are not in touch with their draw, basically. Like I mean, it's 2022. Still, gay people are not the majority. Maybe he doesn't get out much. Maybe he doesn't see most of the country. Not like I do, but I think I'm around a lot of it to know that, yeah, there's gay people are great. They're fun. They're always a blast to have at parties, but they do not make up the majority of the country. So you can't be shocked when a majority of the people are not going to see your movie. And that's okay, right? Because isn't that who you made it for? And then he's like, oh, well, box office, it's not the whole picture. So can't you be happy with this? And 90% on Rotten Tomatoes, 91% audience score. I don't know how this is like. Okay, so we have all these top critics. I'm sure these people are not paid or given any kind of perks. So it's like, can't you just be happy with this? These elitist liberal types, they love to feel like this sense of arrogance, like they're better and different than everyone, that they're more evolved, they're smarter, they're more progressive. Their whole sense of self is that they're better than everybody else, but it's like, oh, okay, well, I guess not everyone's on your level and seeing your great movie. I just hate the idea of fucking alienating people, like from this sort of arrogant point of view. I think I had, yeah. Box office, Bros flops with 4.8 million weekend. They didn't even make 5 million their first weekend. That's bad. Oh, are they going to make me subscribe to read this fucking article? I hate when they do that. In grim but not surprising news, this is out of Forbes. Universal's Bros became the latest live-action theatrical. Oh, one of the fans called this a ram-com. I thought that was the funniest thing I'd ever heard. Not a rom-com, but a ram-com because it's gay guys. That's brilliant. I forget who said that, but that's funny. Latest live-action theatrical comedy to play in primarily empty theaters. Damn. The Billy Eichner, Luke McFarlane starring romantic comedy earned just 4.8 million over the weekend. That includes 1.84 million on Friday, which includes 500K in Thursday previews. That's a lower debut than Joe Coy's Easter Sunday, which grossed 5.44 million in early August. I also never heard about that. The 22 million release, written by Eichner and Nicholas Stoller and directed by Stoller, is technically the first mainstream wide theatrical release rom-com starring a same-sex couple. Alas, the trailers and much of the media coverage emphasized its importance, groundbreaking existence, and social value over whether the film is funny. It's important. It's just not entertaining. I think the film falls into the same trap, thriving when it's just a rom-com, but stopping dead in its tracks to congratulate itself on its existence and hit every LGBTQIA discussion point. The media coverage is symptomatic of a widespread pet peeve. Every major celebrity profile emphasizes demographic triumph and aspirational empowerment. Notice how many are headlined with some uplifting variation of the Dixie Chicks, righteously angry, not ready to make nice. That stuff may make the clients happy, including stories about how every new young actor is the next great leading man or woman on their way to conquering Hollywood and may drive social attention. However, it doesn't sell tickets. However, the film earned an A from CinemaScore and has 91% and 7.18 on Rotten Tomatoes. I don't know. Most people don't. Regular people I don't think are checking Rotten Tomatoes. I don't think they are aware of CinemaScore. I think they go, are my friends talking about this movie? Are people tweeting about how great it is? But mostly it's word of mouth. People aren't checking fucking scores. So this shit only matters to industry people. Without discounting widespread homophobia as an issue. I don't know about that. People saw The Birdcage. That was starring 2 gay dudes or gay characters. Bros was an original R-rated, star-free romantic comedy released when even Kevin Hart, Will Ferrell, and Melissa McCarthy can now make their movies for Netflix. Eichner is not a star. Stoller is not a marquee director, and the only marketing hook this one had was the first mainstream LGBTQIA theatrical romantic comedy. It was also 2 decades too late. This might have been okay a few years ago, but I think another factor in why this movie didn't do so well is people are sick of all this gay shit. I say that in the most general way possible. I, of course, don't mean people love the gays. I fucking love the gays. That should go without saying. I literally have a whole bit on this now. But it's the virtue signaling. It's the whole progressive message being shoved down your throat. It's exactly what Billy Eichner is saying, is what people are sick of hearing. It's like, if you don't see this movie, you're a homophobe. People are so sick of being condescended to, told what to spend their hard-earned money on for their entertainment. People make their own money. They want to spend their money how they want. They want to escape. You know what I mean? This is not escaping. This is like you're in present day 2022, I imagine. So yeah, that's probably why this isn't doing so well. It's because this shit is being shoved down people's throats 24/7, and you're condescended to if you don't lap it all up. Bros should have existed 25 years ago, coming off of the success of The Birdcage. I literally just mentioned The Birdcage. Wow. And In and Out. Hollywood ignored its late 90s inclusive success stories, Waiting to Exhale, Rush Hour, Anaconda, and spent the 2000s and most of the 2010s chasing 4-quadrant white guy discovers he's the special and saves the day while getting the girl action fantasy franchises. Okay. So who are we blaming here? They're blaming Hollywood for this? You know why they probably chased this? Because they did well. Something only becomes a trend or a fad or a genre because like one movie does really well and they're like, "Oh, let's do another one." Maybe because this is what was selling. That we're only getting films like Bros or Love, Simon, or even Fear Street and The Mitchells versus the Machines, which were supposed to be theatrical before COVID, now is inexcusable. That's the subtext of Bros' best scene, whereby our lead mourns his parents not living long enough to see his success. Oh, boo-hoo. My mom died when I was freaking 35. It's an outrage. Or no, 34. I was 34 when she died. It's an outrage in terms of time lost, careers unfulfilled, and social progress left undone, while Hollywood chased Lord of the Rings, Pirates of the Caribbean, and Shrek, all hugely successful movies and franchises, and then spent a decade chasing The Avengers. Oh my God, why did they do that? Because it was crazy profitable and people were going to go see these movies. As a skewed, only hetero white men can save us from Al Qaeda reaction to 9/11. What a disgusting point of view to have. Who wrote this? Scott Mendelson. Ugh. Wow. Only hetero white men can save us from Al Qaeda reaction to 9/11. Or, I don't know, people have nostalgia for the Avengers. People are comic book fans. People love a hero story. What a stupid thing to write. Hollywood kind of sort of pulled its head out of its ass in the mid 2010s concerning the commercial value of not a white guy movies. Is this guy gay writing this piece? Only to crash into a new normal, or is he like a self-hating straight? Only to crash into a new normal whereby studio programmers have far less theatrical potential than they did in pre-streaming times. Bros will probably end up with over under 12 million domestic, hoping that PVOD will ride to the rescue. Damn it. What's PVOD? Does anyone know what PVOD is? Okay, I've been ignoring the chat. I'm just really wrapped up in this article. I hate people blaming. I think we're just so sick of hearing people blame white people for everything. For everything. Manny Ratnam's Tamil language period. What the fuck is this about? Oh, are they just talking about other movies that didn't do well? Okay. Let's read about Scott Mendelson. I want to know if Scott Mendelson is gay. Oh, he's verified on Twitter. He looks... I don't know. I don't know if he looks gay. It's hard to tell. He just sounds kind of cunty to me. Oh, Scotty Mendelson. He is pro groomer. Ugh, really? Yep. It's like if you hate white people so much, like move to a different country. Move to a go found your own gay country. Or like just stop trying to have it both ways. Well, we're so much better than everyone else. Ugh. We're so much smarter and more progressive than the white people living in flyover cities. Well, guess what? You need those people to see your movie and to have it be a success if you want mainstream success. So, yeah, maybe don't be surprised when you alienate huge swaths of people for 10 plus years and then be shocked when they don't go support your film, which I didn't even hear of until yesterday. I have a soothing voice. Wow, that's literally the first time I've ever heard that. Thank you. Yes, found his own country, monkeypoxia. That's a great idea. If you hate white people so much, move to Sweden, where there are no white people. Gays and liberal media pretend to hate America. Let them go to Africa, Arabia, etc., and see how they prosper. Yep. Deranged lunatic. My mom died a month before May 28th birthday. Oh, your 28th birthday, so you can blow it out as that. Yeah. You think you're the only one whose freaking mom died early? You don't get a fucking trophy for that. Yeah, Dead Moms Club unite. I'm just going through these comments to make sure I get them all. Getting all the super chats. It's like you either have to make a movie which has a wide appeal, or you be happy with your niche appeal. And then who knows? There's always the hope that your movie could turn out like The Room and you get a cult following and it blows up years later. What's up, Chewy? Thanks for the 5. Bros is not a movie meant for me. I much rather see Mexican rodeo, sports, or hot ladies. Also, like, money's getting tight for a lot of people. Food is really expensive. Gas is still really expensive. So why aren't you shitting on poor people, Billy, for not seeing your movie, or people who would rather feed their family than go see a rom-com? Will Nash, that's why guys are worried to tell women how nice their feet are, or in general a compliment. Get thrown shade. I swore you did a pod about this. Aw, I'm just kidding. You can compliment my feet all you want. Just don't like show up outside my house. Thanks. Nvidia. Bros are gay with each other all the time. Why pay to watch what you already do for free? Yeah. True. Maximus Headroom for 5. Hey, Chrissy, ever thought about getting Sticks and Hammer on the show? He's doing a big midterm stream with Guar's Sleazy P. Martini, who's banned at the moment. I have heard of this Sticks and Hammer guy for a while. I saw him on the Grifties list. I'm writing it down. Sticks Hexenhammer. What the hell kind of name is that? Okay. A lot of people have recommended him, so it's about time I get him on. Will Nash. Also, when you're shown your feet in the past, it comes across you're open about it. Won't mind a great feet comment. Now I'm not throwing shade, Will. I'm not throwing shade. Everything is fine. You just don't want to feel like someone is like creeping pretty heavily into your life. These foot guys are so sensitive. Matthew Hammond. Chris Score, a film threat, went off on this movie. Oh, really? Cool. Did he see it? I'm going to watch his review. Now I kind of do want to see it just so I can do a review. Will Nash. All I said was you have great. He's back. All I said is you have great feet. Excuse me. You're Welco. No, I never asked for foot jobs or feet pics, but accuse me. Cool. Oh my God, Will, I'm just having fun with you. Look, you feet people need to have a little bit more of a sense of humor. It's all good, buddy. Nobody's throwing you shade. There. I threw you a bone. That's why you have great. Okay. This has now become a foot show. Matthew Hammond, is keto not just. Oops, I already did that. Okay. I did them all. We got sensitive feet guys in the chat. Yes, I was a foot model. Okay. Has anybody in here seen the movie Bros? Chrissie is a foot tease. Show feet, prude. What's up, old nerdy? Foot 10. Is the title Bros supposed to be ironic? Do gay guys call each other bros? I thought it was more of a masculine term. Am I missing the irony? Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's a play on words from the old phrase bros before hoes. But I guess gay guys are both. John Yarber for 5. Keep backpedaling on the feet thing, you foot bigot. Oh my God, you guys. Everyone's like, oh, don't give away your foot pics for free. Don't show your feet for free. I guess this is on theme with the theme of everyone hating white people. Kanye West calls Black Lives Matter a scam after wearing a White Lives Matter t-shirt. What is
I am gay. And everyone here knows that I am the leader.
Oh, he had a surprise Yeezy fashion show on Monday in Paris, showcasing a thing. Okay, so he wore a White Lives Matter shirt to his surprise fashion show. Everyone knows that Black Lives Matter was a scam. Now it's over. You're welcome. Yeah, this is not a controversial statement. He wrote on Instagram Tuesday morning. The statement came after the fashion designer wore the headline-making top, which featured the Pope's face on the front, alongside just as controversial political commentator Candace Owens at Monday's Paris Fashion Week presentation. Oh, wow, Candace was out in Paris? Good for her. Some of the models in his show wore the same shirt emblazoned with White Lives Matter on the back, causing fans and celebrities to react on social media. Jaden Smith, who attended 45-year-old West's show, left early upon seeing the messaging. Oh my God, the son of the guy who got bitch slapped at the Emmys disapproves. Great. Who cares? I had to dip. Lol, the 24-year-old singer tweeted on Monday. I don't care whose it is. If I don't feel the message, I'm out, he added. Black Lives Matter. Okay, but he's talking about the organization. He's 24. He's an idiot. He's like, I'm just repeating the message. Because my dad is also a big, I mean, they're literally, it's a Hollywood family. They're in deep. They can't go off message. Sending a White Lives Matter t-shirt down a runway in Paris is literally insanity, and no amount of gospel is getting that man through heaven's gate. I'm so sorry. Wow, that's a shitty thing to say. How shitty to say that white lives don't matter. Some of these idiots have a hard time differentiating between like the actual sentiment of Black Lives Matter and the organization, the movement of it. Another wrote, mind you, Kanye was just calling Kim K and Kris Jenner the KKK 2 weeks ago, and now he's wearing a White Lives Matter shirt. Oh, really? I didn't realize that the Kardashians represented all of white people. What a dumb thing to say. People are so fucking dumb. West has yet to directly address the fashion choice, though he did remind everyone at his show that he cannot be controlled. Are we really surprised at something like this from Kanye? Like, this is not the first time he's done something like this. If you don't like it, don't go to his show. Oh, but you know what? Go to his show and then make a big fuss out of leaving so you can virtue signal. So you can get fucking patted on the back from all your other Hollywood cronies. That's great. I am Ye, and everyone here knows I am the leader, he said at one point, referencing his new legal name. You can't manage me. What's his new legal name? Oh, it's just Ye? That's weird. Whoops. Oh my God. The article's going haywire. When he wasn't stirring up controversy and offense, his season 9 line debuted to an uplifting surprise, giving his daughter Northwest the opportunity to showcase her vocals. Standing in the middle of the rotunda where the show was held, West and his ex-wife, Kardashian's eldest child, sang along to inspirational tunes, interspersed with beats from the Fugees and Macklemore. Say what you will about this mental health, but the man calls it the way it is. Yup. And isn't it funny? Like, the more true shit someone says, the more people will say, oh, you're crazy. Oh, you have mental health problems. That's hilarious. He's dead on about BLM being a scam. Those of us with working brains saw that from the start. Highly educated liberals love giving Marxist organizations money so that they can buy mansions. So funny and naive. Yeah. If you're still sticking up for BLM at this point, then you must be an idiot 24-year-old child of Will Smith. Or mentally on the same level. Good for him. He speaks his mind. I kind of feel bad for the kids. I feel like they're going to be torn in different directions. But that's part of being famous. Oh, she said, damn, Andy McDowell got old. Yeah, I saw something with her where she was like embracing her gray hair at a runway show or something. Did you see that on this last article? Oh, I need to get shoes for this wedding. I have a wedding in 2 weeks. No, less than 2 weeks. On the 16th, I'm in a wedding. And I need to pick whether I want to get beige shoes or silver shoes or gold shoes. The dress is like a peacocky color. It's like a dark teal. It's like it's like this color, but darker, much darker. I have nothing here, I have nothing in arm's length that is that color. Oh God. Yawning. Yeah, or I could just not wear shoes and live stream my feet for cash. That seems like a good idea. Beige, Kayla, you think beige? Beige are also like, I can wear them over and over again. Whereas like probably less so with gold or silver. What does DSW have? Would you guys like to shop for shoes with me? Here's where all the men tune out. This is what it's like to be a woman, by the way. You click on women. You go to, actually, heels. Clearance heels. Oh. Okay, this could be okay. No, this is such a trashy look. Don't wear these. This is not bad though. 4 extra colors. What about this? No. No. Maybe. Maybe. Actually, maybe. And these are cheap as hell. These are $35. I'm going to put these in my cart. That's cheap. Ugh, no. Okay, so obviously in the sales section, you get a lot of like summer leftovers. I like the idea of these. Oh, okay. What do we think about these clear ones? Okay, these are $60 though, which is not crazy. Then I could do the whole clear shoe trend. All right, I'll put these in here for now. Those are kind of cute. And then all the foot people will be like, wow, I can see your whole foot. Okay, these are very much like from summer. No. Who wants to tie something up their leg like that? Nobody does. Ooh, okay, these are also doing like the clear trend. Green, no. Okay, these are pretty, but these are not going to be comfortable. They look stiff as hell. Ugh, no, these look trashy. If they had these in beige, I would go for it. No. No, these are like for work, corporate America shoes. No, a lot of JLo's shoes look trashy. I'm gonna be honest. No, ugh. This looks like barf. Okay. Maybe. Maybe. Are you guys hating this? Worst content ever. Okay, all right. I don't know. This interests a lot of the women here. Okay, all right. To be continued. Oh my God. Okay, I'm done. I'm done, everyone. Relax. You guys. Wow. Clear plastic is sweaty. Think of jellies. Yep. See, there's a difference between a cheap shoe and a shoe on sale. But I feel you. You guys are really anti-shoe in here. I see. Some people liked it. Should I just go back to it just to spite you? Or I could just be like, try to get the classiest looking ones possible. Clear. Yeah, clear might look. Clear looks kind of good for summer. I feel like if this were Brittany Venti trying to shop for shoes, you would have a lot more patience with her and you'd be nicer to me. I was listening to one of her live streams where she was complaining about the chat being like up her ass, like being overly critical of her. So if that happens again, we're gonna call it out. Hi, how was it? Okay, good. Okay, yay! Frank is home. He looks handsome today. Just saying, you would get the most super chats if you shopped live on stream for shoes. Oh, like physically go to DSW? That's not bad. That's probably more interesting than like watching a website scroll by.
Very boring.
It's boring.
Watching you shop is very boring online.
Okay. It's boring. It's boring, they say. Fine. Maybe that'll be just for members. Okay, this is something that Brittany probably would enjoy. Starbucks barista slams customers hack. We delete the order. What? What happened?
And today Starbucks. So I work at Starbucks, and today somebody ordered a handle bag, which is 5 cents, as you can see here.
What?
And then there's like a text box where you can put in requests, and they just said, "Could I have a grande strawberry cream frap with no whipped cream? Thank you." So this is not a Starbucks hack. We won't. It was a little bit funny, but it didn't work. We just canceled the order.
What? Wait, what? Hold the fucking phone. A Massachusetts Starbucks employee shocked TikTok by showing off a brazen attempt to get a free beverage. Oh, okay. So the thing, she spent like 5 cents, but ordered a full-on drink. How would that ever work? On what planet would that work? The internet is rife with hacks for your Starbucks order, but this one went way too far. A worker from one coffee chain in Massachusetts shocked TikTok this week by showing off a brazen attempt to get a free beverage by a life hacker with no shame. Barista Sinead Robbins posted an image of a label showing a customer had purchased a 5-cent bag in the online app and then tried to include their whole drink in the order in the order request section. What an idiot. The patron wrote, "Hi, could I please have a grande strawberry cream frap with no whip and a strawless lid?" That's so stupid. This is not a Starbucks hack, the 22-year-old said in the clip, which has been viewed over 4.2 million times. It was a little funny, but it won't work. Who's going to go for that? That's crazy. Don't do this. Many users couldn't believe people genuinely tried this to save money. If you want to save money, don't go to Starbucks. I would have poured the frap into the bag, one user wrote. Teenagers are watching too many hacks on TikTok. Ugh, get off TikTok. I worked at a restaurant and people who would do this all the time and ask for extra food in the special instructions instead of paying for it, said another in belief. Oh, okay. I mean, the special instructions I think is good for like sauce and leaving things off, or like, I don't know, maybe an extra pickle or something. I think that's okay to put in there. And if like they have to charge you more, so be it. Others said they would have just made the order. What? Yeah, probably people who don't have a job said that. Am I the only one who would actually make it for them? Yes, you are. I don't get paid enough to care. No, but you could probably get in trouble for that, I think. TikTok has become a haven for fast food workers to share their pet peeves, with Starbucks workers in particular taking to the app to vent about orders and hacks that they hate making, as well as the type of customers they least like serving. Oh, man. I don't get paid enough to care. I hate this attitude. Thank you, New York Post interns, for an updated Starbucks TikTok post. I was worried that Starbucks had gone out of business. Oh, boy. What's your guys' like go-to Starbucks order? Yeah, one time, I forget where we were. I think it was Texas, and like Fenty was with Lila, and she had this like very particular, not maybe it wasn't even that difficult, but she had a particular Starbucks order, and then person fucked it up, and like it was a big fight. Supposedly it worked at Chick-fil-A to add bacon, but it did not work when I tried it. Oh. What's up? Love titty tick tick tell. Thanks for the super sticker. John Yarber. Tell her, Frank. Wow, he did. He did tell me. Will Nash. It's he's back. It's just women do change views on foot guys. In my experience, that all. I do try to ask nicely. Is it okay? I can see you're without the sock, please. No. Yeah. You need to pay up, Will Nash. I see this is a euro. So you're probably somewhere in Europe right now. If you want to see an unsocked foot, you got to pay up, buddy. Kayla, you drink black coffee? Damn, girl. That's serious. Cecil, you want to jump in? I'm going to send you a link. Is your Twitter still retarded? I'm going to send it to you. I'm so hungry all of a sudden. Why do I get hungry at 11 o'clock every day? Oh, Cecil, I forgot your Twitter. It's something like different, isn't it? Now I'm scrolling through my messages. I can see all the people I haven't gotten back to. All right, I'm sending it to you on your Twitter. Unbrushed, unsocked. Yes, unbrushed, but I am socked. Oh, it's a British pound? What's the fucking difference? Oh my God, who cares? All right, the euro is like an E. You guys are still using the pound? Okay. Okay. If I bought Starbucks, I wouldn't be able to send you money. Oh. Thanks, John. You the best. I did see that. Okay, so Wet Spot last night was pretty cray. We had 2 hot Asian porn stars on, Connie Perignon and Nicole Doshi. It was super fun. It was like one of the most fun shows. And not just because they both showed their boobs, although maybe that's part of it. And so this was a picture of Andrew. Look at him. Ah! He's like about to lose it. And then Leave It to Evil Sam just shrunk him for some reason. Oh, and look how warped all the drinks look. That's fun. Yeah, shout out to Tommy McNulty who brought all the high noons. That's like such a lifesaver because I get there and I'm like, oh, I wish I had a spiked seltzer. And then they're just there.
Check 1, 2. Hi.
Hi. It's finally cabinet.
So one thing that was weird was I got a message, a DM from a message request, and it says Gino Bisconti. And I'm like, why is Gino messaging me and why is it coming in as a message request? Tommy McNulty, I guess, keeps on making dummy accounts. So he made a Gino Bisconti where the I in Bisconti is like an L, so it looks like it's him. And he's got a picture of Gino as the header and everything. So I don't understand what Tommy's doing. Because he messaged me saying, Frank, I left a shopping bag for Chrissie with the vodka water. Please see she gets
vodka water.
Yeah, I don't fucking know. Please see that she gets it from the booth guys. And then an hour later, it's all good. I called the booth. And I'm staring at this. I'm like, I don't know who the fuck this is. So now that you're saying that was Tommy, I don't know why he keeps changing his Twitter names to. It's like impersonation at this point. It's fucking weird.
That's not good. It might be that he doesn't know that and he thinks he's just trying to like be a fan and participate and like, you know, Gino's been banned a lot and maybe he's just trying to like go with the joke. I don't think it doesn't seem like it, I don't know. I would hate if he was purposely trying to impersonate him. That would suck.
I just private chatted you this fake Gino, which is, I guess, Tommy. So if you want to show, I think it's too much. Like it's not
this looks
Gino's veiny arms.
Right.
It's
not like Gino's
Chrissie Mayr's boobs.
Overworked liver or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, this looks like him.
Yeah, zoom in. I mean, at first glance, you think it's Gino. It's just a Gino account.
Because it's like Bill Scunte.
And even the profile, I didn't even look at the description there, the details.
Yeah, that's not good. This is straight up impersonation. I don't like this. It's a quick way to get, you know, a bunch of followers. And this is bad. I think it's taking advantage because he is always getting banned. So people go, oh, it's a new Gino account. I don't like that. Don't do this. Just be yourself. Is he trying to tweet like him or is he just retweeting?
I don't know. I'm just figuring this out right now. That's why I figured I'd throw it at you.
Oh shit, they're dancing. It's going down. It's going down. And so is Gino. I want to dance. I want to dance.
That's silly.
So some people in the chat are confused. Tommy McNulty is a Compound Media fan and subscriber, and I guess he lives somewhat local because he'll swing by and hang for a
Mhm.
bit. And he's actually very generous. He'll leave cakes and pastries and booze for some of the hosts and the comedians. But it seems maybe sometimes he gets a little carried away on Twitter and social media.
Yeah. Because that does look like it's ultimately not going to be good for Gino. Because people are going to be confused. And then ultimately be like, well, I can't trust any of these accounts to be Gino. Fuck it. I'm just not going to follow him anywhere.
Yeah. Oh, and you got a super chat from Will Nash.
25 pounds.
But it looks like he's just sending you money just to be generous. Doesn't have any note or request on it.
How about I'll show him a sock?
I think you showed a sock. You took off your sock.
It's still in the shape of my foot.
That's true.
I think I wore these socks yesterday. I'm a little embarrassed. Sometimes they don't smell, and then I just wear them again. So, Drunk Jimmy requested a Columbus Day themed wet spot next Monday. He's like, yeah, let's get in some hot Italian broads and get some Italian food. I was like, sure, Jimmy, I'll get right on that.
Shouldn't he then be the one to bring in the Italian food and the Italian broads, if this is his idea?
I think people just think I'm supposed to do everything. Because who do we got on?
Look, there you go.
Extra 25 for you. I wish I could pay out more.
All right. I'd say show him a foot.
A foot? Oh, man.
Yeah, I guess so.
Ugh. I feel so dirty.
Do you? You've shown your feet before, but I just think there has to, I don't know how the internet works that well. There's got to probably be a price.
How about a toe? It's the Great Pumpkin. There it is. There's a foot. And I'm like behind on my manicure. There it is. There's my foot. Happy jerking. I'm going to put that for getting a new chair. This chair is like splitting apart. And it's kind of new. Okay. So who's going to be on for Columbus Day? I don't even know if... Actually, I think we may have inadvertently booked a pretty Italian lineup for next Monday. We got Gina Hyena. She's Italian. Trinity. She's Italian. Keanu, I think, might be Italian. And Zia, who is Hawaiian.
I don't think Keanu is literally Italian, but I think she does get some Italian sausage at times.
She's Italian by injection.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's an Italian bone in her.
Yeah. Will Nash has officially paused the stream. I wonder when Zia's going to get her boobs. Probably after Content House.
Chrissy, I'm going to, I guess, Facebook DM you what I have right now for the big Content House thumbnail. I want to get your take and maybe the chat's take on it. So check your Facebook DM.
What is Facebook?
Because as more people come in and drop out, I'll edit it.
Yeah, we're just really waiting on one more person to be in. Okay. And do you want me to share this right now?
Yeah, I want to see if they think this is a fun direction for it to go in or not.
Ooh, look at everybody. Looks crowded. Okay, here's the image. Now, yeah, Jeremy, Ryan. Oh, X-Ray Girl also said she'd definitely be stopping by.
Oh, okay, cool. I'll add her.
Yeah, you should throw her in. We have a little Marshall here. Who's this? Oh, this is Missy.
Missy doesn't have many pictures.
Oh. Okay. Got Stancil, Ashton, Drunk 3PO. Oh, it's you.
I need to get an updated picture of myself.
Maybe Marshall can do you.
Yeah.
Yeah. You've lost so much weight. This even doesn't look like Zia anymore. This almost looks like Elsa Jean.
I think that's a recent picture of Zia.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I see good comments. The lettering could be thicker. Absolutely. Yeah.
Oh, here.
Yeah, I agree with that. Don't forget yeah, so this would be I guess the thumbnail for YouTube, and then it can be shared other places. So Chrissy's face should be bigger. Chrissy's face is bigger than, I mean, Kumia's face is large too. Yeah, see, I figured put the people who are going to be on stream, it's the biggest ones, and then some of it ended up just being fitting the best. So
I should be front and center. It should be a picture of a house, and I'm sitting on the top of it, and everyone else is inside.
I would love to see if people would come up with like funnier versions of the Content House thumb. That'd be fun.
Brittany looks blurry.
Like unofficial ones. Brittany, she does look a little blurry. Okay. New Zia pic. That's a great picture of Zia.
Yeah.
You just want to see her with new boobs.
Maybe it's just like the lighting is weird. Watch Zia work out last night. She's a beast. Ooh, what does she do for her workouts? I should watch one. Where did you watch it? YouTube? Royce looks like a WWF heel from the 80s.
He's another one. Unless you're ripping pictures straight from his live streams, you can't get pictures of Royce.
Damn.
That actually have his whole head in it. And that's actually a weird problem when I'm making the thumbs and stuff. Some people, Chrissy, on your stream, just their head is cut off, like the top of it.
Mm-hmm.
Specifically, Leanne. If you ever look at Leanne's Instagram and all of her pictures, she's got no head. It's cut off, so you can't get the whole thing in.
And I think that's because she's more worried about how her boobs look than her head. Oh, I love Zia as is. I think she is wonderful. Amazing personality, very warm. I don't hate the small boobs either. True, but she said she can't be talked out of it. And you know what? If it's going to make her happy, then she should go for it.
Yeah, we should all be pushing at this point for Zia boobs. She can't be talked out, so we should all be taking the stance of Zia should get huge new boobs, like over the top, like Jocelyn James.
Oh no.
Fake boobs.
Well, then you worry about your skin stretching too much.
Yeah. She should stretch out that skin.
Ew.
Get some balloons thrown in there.
No.
She should just go nuts.
I think she should get like little ones like what Elsa Jean has that are like super proportional.
No, I think Zia should go for like the Connie Perignon tits, the Jocelyn James
Canadian
inflatables.
Canadian shop teacher boobs.
NVIDIA gets it. She gets it.
Hey, we're gonna do a movie viewing, I think on Thursday night on Discord. But I want to pick like a fun movie. Maybe like a fun Halloween movie.
I recommended, and NVIDIA, I think you could probably back me up on this. Y'all should watch Troll 2. It's Halloween. It's basically the horror film version of The Room, where it's just so fucking bad that it's funny. And Chrissy's never seen it.
I haven't even seen Troll 1.
Nobody has. It's like a completely different thing. It's just a strange, I don't know how to explain it. It has nothing to do with a Troll 1 at all. It's just a weird movie.
Okay. Troll 2 is great. Okay, wow. Troll 1 was good. my coffee gets cold. It's like, what's the point? Ugh. Tastes like ass now. Yes. We will meet after this NVIDIA. Oh, I want to see if there is.
I sent you the Troll 2 little 20-second clip. It's all you need to know.
Aren't I gonna get in trouble?
It's 20 seconds. I think it'll be fine. I can fight it. It's commentary and reaction.
Okay. How have I never heard of this movie? 2006. All right, I was busy that year. Ew.
You got to raise the volume.
And then they're going to eat me.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh my God!
Ah! Ew, what are they doing? What is ew? Looks like they're just in a puddle of jello. Like what? This is supposed to be a person? Like a melted person? They just threw panties into a puddle of like green jello. Yeah, this does look pretty good. Like so bad it's good. Oh my god, they're eating her. They ate She-Hulk. Sorry. I'm yawning.
So when are you doing this movie watching thing?
Maybe Thursday?
What time do you know?
I mean, I'm pretty open right now. Maybe 8? Is 8 good? Or is 9 good?
I don't know.
Yeah, maybe 9. Is 9 better for people? Then you're like fully not doing dinner anymore.
I guess so. I'm going to throw the Discord link in the chat. So if anybody's not in it, they'll be able to join in to watch along or whatever. NVIDIA and Goodnight Mister are really, really good with putting things together on there. It's pretty fun.
Oh, yeah. Did you know that there's going to be a new M&M color to represent gays?
I mean, he's white.
There's going to be
He's pretty white.
No, there's going to be a new gay M&M. M&M unveils purple as its first new color in more than a decade, and says the color represents inclusivity and acceptance. Oh my god. Why?
Isn't that what Skittles thing is? Like taste the rainbow?
Right. They're trying to be like Skittles. M&M's are expanding its current crew with the introduction of a new character for the first time in a decade. How about bring back the tan M&M? That was pretty inclusive. The Mars US-based company has debuted, quote, purple. The first ever female peanut. Oh, so this is a non-binary M&M. First ever female peanut M&M spokes candy who has been designed to represent acceptance and inclusivity and is quirky, confident, and authentic. Oh, God. More than 10. This makes me never want to buy M&Ms ever again. More than 10 million fans voted to add the color to the confectionery's current rainbow, beating aqua and pink. They did this years ago. They did a vote for literally blue, pink, and purple. Like, this is not new. And didn't like, I feel like blue won last time. Or did purple's a, so purple is basically what green used to be, but she's fatter. Purple is basically the Lizzo of M&Ms.
Oh my god, you're right.
Purple's a rival. Look, she should be holding a fucking flute. With I'm Just Gonna Be Me, a new promotional song and video which launched on Are you kidding me? Where is this video? What happened to green? Like, green was supposed to be the fucking chick M&M. Like, she was the sexy one. They took away her boots. They gave her flat sneakers. They took away, I guess, her eyelashes and her lipstick. And now we've got big fat purple. Now she gets to have the boots. But of course, they're not heeled. Oh, now brown has high heels? What is going on? More than 10 million fans voted to add the color. Oh, here it is. Is this, am I getting in trouble?
Hey, Purple, 10 minutes till your big debut.
Of course.
I'm the new M&M's candy. Do I have what it takes? I want to be the best.
This is gonna be the first M&M to get diabetes.
Or even pretty good. Would be great. I'm a little unsure, I have to admit.
Just be yourself.
And you can do it.
Oh God.
That man in the plant seems to think I can.
Yes.
I'm just gonna be me.
Ugh.
A purpley peanut-shaped chocolate candy.
She's really peanut shaped.
Oh, hello. I'm just gonna be
Oh, she's
me.
peanut shaped, but she doesn't have a peanut inside her.
Sounds sort of would agree.
She's pretty awkward.
But
She'd never let a pea nut inside her, Chrissy.
Ah.
This is me being me. My perfect party would be
Yeah, right.
finishing this puzzle of some brie and
It would be you eating brie.
And she's on a dancing spree.
But it kind of looks like she's swatting a bee.
I'm just gonna be me.
Why couldn't you let Green be me? Why did we have to change Green? Why did we take away her high heels and make her less sexy? Why do we have to like les up Green?
Because there's really nobody else I wanna be. I'm just gonna be me. I'm ready to say hello to the world.
Ugh.
Just did.
So that's why all those cameras were following me.
I fucking hate this. Why do they have to? M&Ms are fine. We don't need.
These are candies, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. This is everybody's ESG and diversity inclusion employees at work. I was listening to this really interesting. I'm always talking about like the Daily Wire morning show, but I like it because it's 15 minutes long, and I'm like, I learned things. But they're talking about how what's so bad about forgiving all the student loans is that so many of these colleges and universities, like they get so much subsidies basically from the government that they, instead of I guess taking the savings and like passing it on to the students, which they don't, they just increase the tuition, and then they take all this money and they use it to like up their amenities to make them more attractive to students, and like they're basically in this like amenities arms race. And a lot of this money has been spent recently on hiring these diversity and inclusion people. Like I read what they were saying. I forget what school it was, but they said that they had like 160 diversity inclusion people working at a college, which was actually more than history professors they had working. So it's a big fucking money pit. Yep. ESG for candies. Instead of M&Ms, they're going to call them ESGs. Gender studies majors in the real world. Yeah, it takes one to know one. I fucking studied that shit. Academia is a scam. Yup. But you know what? Like, people are just going to stop. I think people are truly going to stop going to college as much. I remember when I was in high school, like, it was more seen as like a diss. Like, I think my mom would try to diss me by being like, it's okay, you don't have to go to college. Like, I guess you could just, be a secretary. But turns out that's what I fucking ended up being anyway, even after I went to college. So it was a total waste. Not a total waste. I don't know. I gained some valuable life experience, I guess. And I became a feminist, so now I can make fun of them. So, but I think now more so than 20 years ago, it's truly okay to not go to college because people don't want to have a ton of debt. Even with some loan forgiveness, now there's all these like rules coming out, and it's like not everyone's going to get loan forgiveness. You know who also doesn't get loan forgiveness? People who I think went to trade school. So yeah. It's crazy. It's so expensive. Like when I went, it was $36,000 a year. And that was like a little bit ago.
Chrissy, you know whose birthday it is?
Today?
Mm-hmm.
Bagel Boss?
No, close.
Stuttering John.
Yep.
Wow! Happy birthday to Stuttering John. Should I send him something? Could I send something to his bar that he goes to?
I don't know when he'll be there. Well, have you talked about anywhere that Stuttering John has banned you from super chatting him?
No, I just told Carl. But yeah, we tried to super chat him the other day, and it turns out I'm banned from super chatting. I am unable to send super chats to Stuttering John.
I private chatted you muttering John's link. I guess he's having a big birthday stream today.
Oh, we should try to get on.
Well, I don't even know how to contact him anymore. It's very strange. Chrissie, you sent him a $50 super chat like about a month ago, and it was definitely the biggest super chat he's gotten in a very long time. But then he blocked you from sending him any other super chats, and you just said, "Let's be friends," basically, right?
I think somebody convinced him that to like not trust me, I guess. I don't know. Or maybe he convinced himself. I just thought he liked money. So I think he's afraid. Melendez announces all-star lineup for birthday show. Today, Uber driver and substitute teacher, Stuttering John. Let's see. Still blocked. We'll be joined by fast food drive-through critic Tony Michaels, along with his sidekick, aspiring bookstore entrepreneur, I am Gabe Sanchez. But where's Hal Sparks? I am looking forward to my birthday show tomorrow with Tony Michaels, Gabe Sanchez, Oja, and whoever else wants to come. Oh, really? Whoever else? Doesn't sound like it. Sounds like some people are blocked.
So how do we get you on that stream? Are you able to maybe DM Tony Michaels?
Let's try. No, I can't DM him.
Perhaps you can follow him. Oh, he's tweeting right now. So maybe you comment underneath that recent tweet saying, "Hey, follow me so I can DM you."
Okay. In response to the Jews,
come on my show.
That would be crazy if I was able to get on his birthday stream. Crazy awesome.
That'll be funny, even if it's just like a very polite and lighthearted message. Even though he's suing all the people you work with, Carl and Shuli, you know.
I am still blocked. I want to learn more about being blocked.
But you know what I think everyone should do? There's 286 people watching live right now. I think everyone should go and jump on his birthday stream, which looks like it's at what? 2 p.m., 3 p.m. Eastern. Throw a $2 super chat. Happy birthday, free Chrissie Mayr.
Wow.
And just inundate him with these little super chats.
Unblock Chrissie.
And you know what we'll do is we'll treat them as super chats on another one of your streams, Chrissie. So you'll read them all off. So even though we're giving,
we'll have to tally them.
We can easily tally them. We've got plenty of people who can help.
But what if he blocks? No, he won't.
He's gonna have to block so many people. I feel like it's too much work for him. I don't think he even does it. Yes, this is it. Perfect, John Rambo.
Happy birthday, free Chrissie Mayr.
If he just gets inundated with those messages, because he does acknowledge every single super chat and he doesn't read them until he pulls them up, which is the funniest fucking thing.
Maybe he's just dabbling in birthdays.
It's possible. I think he's dabbled in 50 or 60 of them now.
Okay, so that's more than a dabbler. He's had more birthdays than he's had comedy shows.
It's true. That's true. Wow. What's more birthdays or comedy shows?
Great idea, filing cabinet.
Thank you, JR. Wow, that's great. Blocked by Tim Dillon and Rich Voss. Rich Voss
What
is,
did you do?
yeah, I want to know, but I know Voss is notorious for blocking people pretty quick.
Did you hear about this? Conservative-only dating app funded by billionaire Peter Thiel is ruthlessly mocked over bizarre profile prompts that ask users to share their thoughts on January 6th and reveal their favorite liberal lie. Okay, what is it called? Truth Dating or something? Created by the sister of Kayleigh McEnany, funded by billionaire Peter Thiel, is mercilessly mocked on Twitter after screenshots of some. Yeah, it's mocked, but I think a lot of people are going to join it because they want to meet somebody sane. Ryan McEnany, 34, from Tampa, designed the new invite-only platform called The Right Stuff in an attempt to help young conservatives find people that see the world the right way. After other dating apps went woke, this is a great idea. However, many social media users are now making fun of the new dating service, which was launched on Friday after it revealed that the app asked its users to share their thoughts on the January 6th. Wow, they look similar. January 6th that's great. I would love to read these responses. I would just write, fun. There was great food. Great people. It was one of the best days ever. It was a huge success. I was on the chill side of the building. Okay. Oh, is this the promo?
Today, we brought in a group of conservative young women and wanted to get their honest opinions about what they're looking for in the guys they date.
Yes.
What are you looking for in a partner?
They just have to be a conservative.
Definitely someone that wants to have kids.
Aw.
I like an independent man.
It looks like Jessica Rebel Wilson.
Is this Rebel Wilson?
A man who really loves his family. Definitely someone whose faith is important to them.
For me, it's someone who actually wants to meet my parents.
Aww.
Why do you want to date a conservative?
For me, at least, I know that we're going to start off with some shared values.
Well, the conservative
Someone who calls me back.
I've dated at least know how to treat me like a woman.
In my personal
Ooh.
experience, conservative guys have better manners.
I like that they understand their role in the relationship as a man.
I just prefer my men
That's
to be
triggering.
Yeah, it's like, don't be a barista, is what they're saying.
Their role in a relationship. You
I think she meant like
bring the
be
dick
a-
to the game.
be a lead, like be more of a leader, make decisions. I don't know, pay for shit. I actually don't know. That could mean a lot of things to a lot of different women.
Yeah, she should have clarified and got a little more in depth. It's like, for me, I need a man to just, show me how to fuck. I don't know.
Because if it's like, if it's being a little bit of like in control and a little bit of like a leader, that's one thing. But like the paying for everything is that's a little outrageous.
And what's the biggest red flag when it comes to dating?
a Democrat. No
Ah.
Democrat. A Democrat. Can't be a Democrat. A Democrat.
That's
great.
easy. A Democrat.
This is such bullshit.
No
though.
Democrats.
Really?
Yeah. I hate all these these phony infomercial ads where it's like they're clearly not really giving their take. It's just what they wrote for them.
Yeah, I would have liked to hear different answers to this question.
Like everyone's going to say the same exact line and say, react really grossed out and say a Democrat. Go ahead, Chrissy. What's the biggest turnoff for you, Chrissy?
A Democrat.
Whoa.
Find the right match. Download the right stuff today.
Oh my God, both people are white in this. Unacceptable. And that lady. I would have liked to hear like exactly more of their real answers than if they were pre-written.
So, well, I didn't have any luck on the other apps, so I'm a little desperate. I got kicked off of Tinder and Hinge, so now I'm going to the right stuff. Is that what it's called? The right stuff?
Yeah. Yeah, I would have liked to hear like if somebody was like, honestly, I think conservative guys probably have more money than liberals. Like just some real answers.
Yeah, I like not being invited to rallies.
Yeah.
Signs.
I'm done making signs for these dudes. Like I'm done being the arts and crafts department. Like I'm sick of having to drive all my friends to Washington D.C. Like
Yeah, I'm sick of being with a guy who hasn't worked in 3 weeks.
yeah. I'm sick of reminding my boyfriend to collect his unemployment.
I'm sick of having to pick up the needles and syringes off of his bathroom
Oh
floor.
my god. Wow.
I'm sick of getting his really complicated coffee order wrong,
Yeah.
being yelled at and then slapped.
I'm sick of getting slapped for doing too few pumps of pumpkin. Torgo the White, bright stuff will be all glowies in 10 minutes. What is a glowy? I've heard people say that. Is this an Urban Dictionary term? Oh, it is. Normally used for the CIA, but also used for agencies like the ATF, FBI. Their inability to blend into the native population's habits, patterns, and speech makes them stick out like a sore thumb. Glow posting. I have never heard of this.
Oh, that's new to me too.
People think Ryan Kinnell and Ricada are glowies. What? Is that true? No. I'll have to ask them if they're glowies. Glowy. When was this term created? I feel you, glowy. Must be frustrating. I know everything I post is satire or attempted satire or pertain to my favorite game, Minecraft. So easy to be misunderstood in these wicked times. I hope you get the day off for Christmas at least.
So it's someone that just stands out.
Yeah.
Doesn't go. So like if Ryan Kinnell walked around Midtown Manhattan, basically.
Glowy. I learned something today. Oh, like Patriot Front? Okay. Could it be that you just have an awkward personality and like you're kind of a straight edge? People think you're a glowy?
I think that's true if you're surrounded by a group of people who are not that.
Okay. Ray Up says a glowy. Okay. Rakita is whack. He is something. He's really something. I don't know. I'm not sus of him, but maybe that's why he can't come to Content House, is because he's a glowy. Also a term for the lambent enemies in Gears of War. Okay, that's so specific. Looks like a glowworm. Oh yes, that meme. That's a glowy meme. Oh, it's from 4chan. Okay, that makes sense. You think Project Veritas are glowies? What?
I don't think that makes sense.
No.
If by that definition that you looked up, Veritas would not be glowy.
Right, because then they wouldn't hire non-glowies to work there, right? Is there a glowy in the chat? I wonder if I've had glowies at my shows. I have at least one fed at my show, at like most of my shows.
Chrissy, I think having a regular white dude at the show you had at Wilmington, Delaware, that's a glowy.
Okay.
From what you showed, that's what a glowy is. It's just someone who doesn't fit in or stands out.
Okay. Okay, an obvious spy. I'm going to be on the lookout for glowies.
There was a glowy at Compound Media a couple of months ago, and they took everyone's money.
Yeah, it was like lose-lose. It's like we were all trying not to be racist and be nice, but then this person took all of our money. So we're forced to go back to being racist again. Oh, but if we had like hidden all of our bags away, then we look racist. So it's like you're either racist or you get robbed. It's lose-lose.
You're either racist or you're right. And it's a flip of the coin, which one happens.
Mm-hmm.
There was a singer's death. I'm going to throw this in the chat. Everyone's talking about it. Loretta Lynn.
Frank, are
Country
you a
music.
glowy?
I think if I was in Wilmington, Delaware, I'd be a glowy.
Okay, so it doesn't necessarily mean fed. It means this person
No.
stands out.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Loretta Lynn,
Ooh, country
music icon,
singer.
dead.
Dead.
I sent the link in the chat.
I didn't know you liked country music, Frank.
I don't, but I saw many people throw it in the comments. So,
Is anyone a fan of Loretta Lynn? She's a coal miner's daughter. She turned country music icon when she was 90 years old. Really? Wow. Her biggest hits came in the 60s and 70s, including Coal Miner's Daughter and You Ain't Woman Enough. I feel like I've heard of that. The Pill, Don't Come Home a Drinkin', Rated X, and You're Looking at Country. She was known for appearing in floor-length wide gowns and elaborate embroidery of rhinestones, many created by her longtime personal assistant and designer Tim Cobb. Oh, rest in peace, Loretta Lynn. I haven't heard. I'm gonna play. It's like a video that's unrelated. God damn it. She was amazing. I want to hear one of her songs. I'm cold. It's like cold all of a sudden. I don't like it. I don't like that I had to wear a legit jacket yesterday. It was like 50s. I went from 70s New Orleans to 50s in New York. Boo. That's not fair. Okay. What candle today, you ask? Autumn Wreath by Yankee Candle, and it really mostly just smells like apple.
Right? The overall
Smell is apple.
I don't smell it. I must have
You
COVID.
smell it when you smell when you come down the stairs.
Oh, how did Loretta Lynn die? Did it say?
Anal. No, it didn't say. But I'm gonna guess.
It's a little sus, right? Her and Coolio. What was their connection?
Ooh, maybe they were together.
Well, you see the video of Coolio talk about adrenochrome, and then he's dead.
What?
Yeah, hold on. Hold, please. Talk about Coolio and his one song.
Coolio had one song. I think Coolio also had an open relationship. Oh. All right, I'm back to looking at shoes now. Oh my god, shoes. Oh, these are nice too. Oh, they don't have my size. Fuck. Okay. Were you guys Coolio fans? Yeah, that's my guess too.
Check out this video I sent you. You will enjoy it.
Is it scandalous?
A little bit, yeah.
Wait a minute. Okay. Oh, in the last video before his passing, Coolio may have upset the people. Makes you wonder what really happened and to who he was referring. Any ideas? Oh boy.
Some things are fake. And some things we don't know about. But if something is obvious, whether you've done the research or not, if something is obvious, then why would you argue about it? Okay? Now y'all can go home and drink your androchrome. You sucker ass motherfuckers.
Whoa.
I'm cool on that. Suckers anyway. Some things are
what?
fake.
He called it angel chrome.
Androchrome. You go home and drink your androchrome. You sucker ass motherfucker.
Damn. Well, that's interesting because he was not that old. What was he? 60? 50s? Maybe he's talking about Andrew Cuomo. That's a great code word. He did look like a pineapple.
He was 59.
59. Wow. Yeah, that's way too young. Maybe he died because he didn't see the Bros movie.
It says that he was found unresponsive on the bathroom floor. But it's not saying anything about how he died. I mean, I'm sure if you asked Frankie McDonald, he would say it was drugs.
Yeah. Dang. That's crazy. It does seem like every person who tries to speak up about that topic that's a celebrity gets yeeted.
Calling it angel chrome is interesting.
I'm going to call it Andrew Chromo. Chrome. Andrew Chrome. Yeah. And like there's so much cope. There's so much cope going on. Like even when I'm like doing my joke and responding to people like, you sound vaccinated. And then I was talking about like this girl that was on my flight that straight up admitted to me that she had a seizure because of it, because of her second shot. And then I had people like random strangers being like, oh yeah, let's go back in time before anyone ever had seizures. Like people are trying to cope so fucking hard. Like literally this girl said it was because of that. She knows her own health history. Yet total strangers on Twitter will be like, oh, it could have been from something else. Yeah, everyone's dying of SADS. What? When did look up her movie? Tammy Lee Jones is in it. Russell Hall. When did Coolio start transitioning into an onion? Yeah, he did look kind of oniony. They are definitely hiding. They are hiding and lying about the numbers. Pretty crazy. I remember when I was at the Medical Freedom Convention in Tennessee, there were people who were talking about like kits you could get or things you could do and take to like cleanse it out of you. I wonder if there's any merit to that. Because if so, I think there'd be a huge market for that. James Bond. James Bond. Bond producer reveals age of the next actor who will play 007. Ooh. Imagine he's like, it's going to be me. James Bond producer Michael G. Wilson has given fans of a secret agent franchise a glimpse of what they could expect in the next 007. While he remained tight-lipped on much of the speculation surrounding the next British spy, Wilson did divulge the age of the actor who will suit up for the next film. After Daniel Craig stepped down from the role following his final Bond film, No Time to Die, speculation has been rife about the next actor to take over the reins. It looks like that old guy from Indiana Jones. You have chosen wisely. As the search for the next Bond goes on, there's been much talk of Idris Elba being the next 007, as well as Tom Hardy. Bridgerton star Reggie Jean Page is also tipped to become the next martini-drinking secret agent. We've tried looking at younger people in the past, Wilson said at a Bond event at the British Film Institute on Friday, according to Deadline, but trying to visualize it doesn't work. Yeah, no. Stick with what works. Craig, who took over as Bond from Pierce Brosnan in 2006, was 38 years old, and he went out to appear in 4 007 films in total. Remember, Bond's already a veteran, Wilson said. He's had some experience. He's a person who has been through the wars, so to speak. He's probably been in the SAS or something. He isn't he's some kid out of high school that you can bring on and start off. That's why it works with a 30-something. As producers aim for actors in their 30s, this seemingly rules out Hardy, who's 45, and Elba, who's 50, both frontrunners. Yeah, but if they look good for their age. The oldest Bond was Roger Moore, who was 58 in A View to a Kill, his 7th and final outing. Last month. What?
They don't mention Michael Fassbender as a possibility. He seems like he'd be good.
Yeah. Last month, Brosnan, who helmed the iconic role in a total of 4 Bond films spanning from 95 to 2002, admitted he doesn't care who the next 007 is. Oh boy. Who should do it? He said to GQ magazine in a cover interview. I don't care. It'll be interesting to see who they get, who the man shall be, he continued. Whoever he be, I wish him well. I guess he thinks it shouldn't be a woman. If I know Hollywood, the next James Bond will be a 12-year-old boy who knows how to keep his mouth shut. The Lincoln Project gets final approval. That's so funny. Yeah, Sean Connery was great. Who else would be good? Would George Clooney do it? Is he too old?
Yeah, he's too old. I think Fassbender would be good. A lot of people think Henry Cavill.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he looks the part.
Or what's his name? Loki. Who's the Loki actor?
Oh, yeah. Who plays Loki? Tom Hiddleston would be good. Yeah. Oh, yeah, he looks very British. Hiddleston.
Yeah, I'd like Hiddleston or Fassbender.
Yeah. Wow, he looks so different with his hair not like jet black. Yeah. Keep it British. He's British. Who else could do it? K2000 is a new member. Welcome. I think Lizzo should be the next James Bond. Bond. Shaniqua Bond.
You should tweet that.
Okay.
That Lizzo should be the new James Bond. Oh, for those who missed it, I'm going to put the Discord link in the chat again because Chris is going to do a movie stream on Thursday night. But you got to be in the Discord for that.
Gotta be in the Discord. Oh, or Queen Latifah. Pete Davidson. Oh, that's funny. It'd be like James Bond if he was like super unmotivated to like get anything done. He'd be like, I don't know, man.
I like Carl Urban as James Bond. That'd be good.
Yeah, he's great. Yeah, if he leaned down a little bit.
Is Christian Bale too old to do it? Or is that just too many huge franchises that he'd be in? Christian Bale would be good.
Yeah. Seems very Bondy. Yeah, why not? Wow, Christian Bale's starting to look like Tom Cruise. Or is it just me? Like here, he really looks like Tom Cruise.
Because he's white?
Maybe. Maybe I'm just profiling him. I'm so hungry. It's so annoying. I hate being hungry.
Let's go get lunch.
Okay. Well, to the chat. I have some interviews coming up this week. Who's coming up? We got Carl Vernon on Wednesday at 5. Who else we got?
We got to add some more, but you've got Dr. Gorky next week.
Sebastian Gorka next Monday. Love Gorky. Gorks. Wednesday at 9. Malcolm Flex will be on.
Nice.
Nice. And I'm working on a few other big ones.
I saw some I saw one or two comments, by the way, on your Simpcast, insinuating that you're doing bait and switch with your Simpcast guests, alluding to, I guess, Tina Forte and Kumia from a few weeks ago.
Oh my God.
So I don't know if
I
you've had a
hate
chance
that.
to address that.
No, Tina just straight up bailed, and like I haven't called or texted her yet because I'm not sure how to approach it with her. Because like, you know, you read the messages, Frank. Like she straight up bailed on me, and she's like, oh, like I confirmed with her. Like I think I booked her on Thursday or something.
Well,
for
boy, you did
Friday.
have her scheduled like 2 months ago to do it, and
Yeah.
she bailed the same way.
This is the second time she's straight up bailed. Like, I don't know if it gets like she agrees to it, and then I will confirm her, and then it's the day of, and she just flakes, and she's like, "Oh, it's late. Oh, I didn't know it was still happening. Oh, my granddaughter wanted me to put her down or something." Or it's like they all just sound like excuses. It's like I love her, and she would be so great on the show. I just don't know if she just doesn't think it's worth her time, or it's not big enough, or what. But it's a shame. I really want to have her on again, but I don't want to try to book her and then she blows me off a third time. Usually 2 blow-offs is my limit. And with Kumia, like I think Kumia genuinely felt bad, and I'm gonna have to reschedule him. Because he often doesn't really bail like that. He's pretty reliable.
Do you have a hard time compartmentalizing when someone might affect you professionally and then how you feel about them personally?
Yeah, it all kind of blends into one because it's like, how does it not affect it? Because it's like, if you were a good friend, you would realize like the importance of not flaking, you know, or at least be communicative about it. Just be like, hey, I'm definitely not going to come. But like we were all sitting around for like 2 hours waiting for her. Like, hey, the link is in the chat. The link is here. Are you coming? There's 1,000 people waiting. So it's like, just be upfront. Yeah, of course it affects friendship. Unless you're really direct and be like, I fucked up. I'm so sorry. Like, if you're upfront about it and honest, then we can still be friends. Not that I'm not going to be friendly to her. But it just sucks. It's basically saying like you don't respect my time.
Because Simcast isn't nothing. You know, by no means, I don't think anybody's pretending that it's a huge show with a massive following, but you are getting consistently over 1,000 live viewers, sometimes closer to 2,000, depending on the special guest. So I don't know. I mean, to me, not doing a show that does get 1,000 live viewers, it's hurting them at this point. You know, it's 1,000 people, 2,000 people, and then 15 to 25,000 views plus the downloads. It's not nothing, is what I'm saying. Like it could help people who are trying to promote projects and stuff.
Yeah, and I'm sure some of those people like that are watching live in New York, and it would make them more inclined to vote for her. And it's like people would be very interested to hear from the person who's running against AOC. I don't like flakiness. There's so much flakiness that goes on when you book multiple shows. And you do get over a portion of it. But when someone is also your friend and they flake, it hurts extra. You're like, ugh, wow, it sucks. And usually you expect, like you know that certain type of guests will be more flaky than others.
It's at this point, it almost seems like you have to always, and then we've been doing this now. We're booking an extra person or two because, you know, you've got the regulars who come on and they're fantastic. But, you know, sometimes it becomes a little more casual, which is fine. It's a casual go with the flow show, and super chats often will help drive it in one direction or another, which is exciting and cool. But I guess we just have to keep on booking, 5, 6, even 7 people, just assuming 1 or 2 are going to drop.
And that's what happens with the wet spot too, because, and you understand, like I do understand a certain degree of like cancellations, because it's not a lot of the types of guests we have on Wet Spot, like they charge for their time or their, you know what I mean? Like they could be making money doing something else. So I understand that. Or if they're just, it makes sense for them. Like if they happen to be in town, like come promote themselves. The girls always get more followers after doing compound media shows. It always helps them. But I can understand canceling, but like flaking, I fucking hate. Like everybody has a phone. Everybody can instantly message anybody. It's like if you're over 18 and you don't have and you're running a business or you're trying to have a business or trying to make something of yourself in entertainment, like, and you don't have your shit together with a Google Calendar, I have multiple calendars. And like, I try to confirm people all the time. It's like, even still, oh, I didn't know what was happening. I was like, what the fuck? Are you an adult? I can't.
So how do you book someone like that again? When we're promoting them, we're putting
Require a
their
deposit.
and then give it back if they show up.
Yeah, somebody suggested that in the chat.
But how do you in good conscience put someone on when they flaked twice the same exact way?
Hey, that's what happened to Milo. I had him on. I booked him twice to do a CMP. I reserved space at Gas, like legit studio space, because I know he didn't want to do a Zoom. I was like, let's make it special. Let's do a fucking studio space. The second, like first time he flaked, and then, you know, I was like, hey, what happened? Oh, he apologized. All right, let's schedule it again. Second time he flaked, didn't apologize, no call, no show, no nothing. And I had bought him a bottle of Sancerre, which he requested, brought it to Gas Digital, and I'm just sitting there fucking drinking the spite wine. So it sucks when you pay money to rent a studio and the person flakes.
But can you in good conscience book a person a third time?
Then I feel
with
like
the promoting
an
of them,
asshole.
right?
It's like it's the whole flake on me once, shame on you. Flake on me twice, like shame on me. And it's like if I knowingly go into that a third time, I have to have no expectation. Like I have to be like, I'd have to get to a place where like you could come or not. I don't care. I don't have money on the line. It's like there'd have to be multiple other guests involved so that the whole show is not riding on you. That would be the only time where I would do it. Because there's been guests that have flaked a ton, and then I haven't, for various, who I'm talking about, Frank, but like someone who's flaked consistently for months and months, and I stopped booking her.
That could be a few different people, to be honest.
Yeah. And then it's like, honestly, sometimes it is easy for me to forget. And then I'll just be like, all right, whatever. Because I'm not trying to always hold so many grudges. And I'll just be like, all right, let's book this person again. And then sometimes you put it together like, oh, this person started flaking after they sort of like got all they could out of me, or all they could out of coming on my shows, or maybe they felt like they got all the followers they could.
So perhaps this person, like a Tina or these other people you're referring to, I don't think you can promote that they're going to be on your show.
Right.
They'd have to be a special guest type of thing.
Yeah, it's a good idea. Because like the last 2 times I said she was going to be on, you have a lot of people looking forward and watching because they expect them to be there.
Perhaps, God, do you think that needs to be the direction of Simpcast? Where we don't say who's on, and I'm not going to make these flyers or graphics until, are they here? Okay, I'll put their picture on it, and it's after the fact. What are your thoughts on that? Maybe that's the direct. Like, obviously, Kumia was an exception where he was at a wedding, he was trashed. And not only did he apologize, he went above and beyond. Missy came on.
He sent a representative.
Like, Kumia is fantastic. That's, to me, the right way to go about it.
He really apologized. He really felt horrible. And in fact, he jumped on Wet Spot the following Monday because he felt so bad. I mean, it's not an even trade, but it's like there was clear remorse there.
Chat, what do you guys think? Should we not advertise who's going to be on Simpcast ahead of time? Where we
most people aren't bailing. Most people have been reliable. I would say we get a Simpcast bail maybe once a month.
No, it's more often than that.
Really?
Yeah, I think it's every other week at this point. Like Isabella DeLuca completely bailed, forgot what
completely bailed. Oh,
and that's the second or third time from her as well.
Yeah, she She's always bailing.
And she was on Twitter tweeting while we're DMing her, "Hey, where the fuck are you? Here's the link." And
Yeah,
still
she's tweeting, "Oh, by the way, I'm single." And it's like, come be single on the show that you agreed to do. It's infuriating. But you do realize, like, some people have different work ethics. Some people, maybe they just want to tweet and get a lot of followers and that's it. And maybe they don't really want to have conversations about topics. They'd rather just like stay with their strengths. Maybe it was an insecurity thing. Like maybe Isabella bailed because she doesn't feel like she can actually speak on issues. I don't know. It's not an intimidating show by any means. Like you don't have to be a fucking mental giant. I'm not. God damn. It's like, but then when people aren't upfront with you about the reasons why they bail, I'm left having to like figure it out and be like, oh, what could have been the reason?
It looks like people in the chat are saying advertise if they confirm the day of. I'm seeing they rarely tease who the guests will be for these bigger ones. He's saying it's weekly. Yeah, it's felt like it's been weekly for the last month or two. And maybe this is just, bad timing.
Do you think that people flake because they go, oh, the show will still happen without me? It's not a one-on-one.
God, I hope not. That's pretty fucked up if that's the case. Here's a super chat. What's this? Super chat. Don't promote. Interesting.
I do hate feeling like an asshole. Like I tag these people. You take the time to make these flyers.
And I think half of the benefit is the promoting of the people with the smaller followings, right? It's like, even if they don't show up, people saw that their face, their name, their handles, their links were all in the YouTube description, right? So they're getting the benefit of it without even having to appear.
We should do an episode of all the people who flaked. Then it'll be just a show of me, which is fine. That's funny. I call it the Flake-a-thon. Epic Mike says, promote it. People understand. But then people get upset and then they make comments like, oh, you're just grifting. You're just saying these people are going to come on and they're not.
Yeah. It's just a weird take that some people are starting to kind of come up with. And it could just be, the timing's been weird the last couple of weeks, but whatever. I mean, I think the people who follow you know that you don't get a benefit. You're still getting 1,000 to 2,000 live viewers, regardless of who the guests are. So,
yeah. And I have nothing against, like, this might sound contradictory, but I honestly have nothing against Tina personally. I think she's so great, but it's just like, even the nicest person over time, you're gonna be like, okay, like you just can't rely on people that are always bailing. It is, yeah, maybe it does annoy me more than the audience because like me and you are the ones scheduling it and dealing with it.
yeah, and it doesn't take too much to change out a face, delete an image, whatever. But I just, I don't know if you had a chance to kind of address it with your people.
No. And at first I was like, oh, she's older. She's not really with social media as much. Like she's not like always online. I was thinking like maybe that's why. But then it's like, then don't agree to something twice.
I think you got to talk to her on the phone and let her know, it kind of sucks.
Yeah, it kind of sucks. But then you have Isabella, who's very online and flaked. So
no, I don't think you book her again.
Yeah, no.
And we've tried to book her. She's bailed a couple times, not only on Simpcast, but also on Wet Spot. Because she was New York City based.
Yeah.
Like, I think that one's an easy cut, to be honest. And it sucks because she was good.
We should have Pornbot on. Like, that's one person who has never bailed on me. Like, talk about loyalty, consistency. Pornbot is up there. Thank you, Pornbot. Based native. Good morning, honey. Keep up the good work and make us laugh. Thanks, bud. Thanks for the 10. John Yarberg. Get salty cracker. I've heard so much about the salty cracker. I think we were on the same FNT once. I think I follow him.
What do you think of this?
I still think just keep the panel secret till they are on screen, then update the title to show their names. I mean, that would be up to Frank since he would probably be the person doing that. And maybe if that's too much work for you.
That might be just obnoxious, though. I like it. It's a fun idea, but maybe I've got 5 headshots ready to go, and then who jumps on later?
And
Like, I have a hard time
also-
keeping up.
yeah.
Like, if and I love Nina of Infinity on your show, but then I'm like, oh shit, right? I gotta update it. She jumped on at 10:30 p.m. whatever, and
Or Lila,
she's
too.
great. Yeah,
Yeah.
Lila, they're fucking awesome. You
Yeah.
can throw them into any conversation, and they can just keep it rolling.
Mhm.
It's very, very fucking rare, and I wish some of these girls had bigger followings because they really deserve a lot more credit for the work that they put in and their
Hmm.
personalities. And Lila and Nina specifically,
Yeah.
like you see it. Brittany's got a great following, Anna's got a great following, and they're great on any show they do. But it's like Nina and Lila are so good.
They are so
on
good.
any
Why
show that
don't
they
we
do.
just like give them an open invite? Be like, literally come on whenever. You guys are fucking awesome. Given that we know someone's gonna bail. Like, why don't we just open it up?
Well,
to them?
Nina has things she does on Sundays, so I'm usually sending her the link regardless. Lila, yeah, I think they're both great, Chrissy. It's your show if you want to have them on all the time, but you just don't want to end up in a situation where you've got 10 people on it.
Right. Yeah. It's tricky. I wonder if some people stretch themselves too thin, change the title to Flake Cast if someone bails. Maybe. I understand that. I will sometimes overbook myself. This should be a private chat. What makes you say that?
I don't think either of us are actually talking any shit or saying anything we wouldn't say.
No, we're actually
Directly.
literally it's all compliments. And we're acknowledging something that happened, people who flake, and it doesn't mean they're a bad person. It's just like I don't know, if you were bringing your kids for a private tutor and then the person didn't show up twice, you'd be like, "Oh, I guess I'm gonna figure something else out." It doesn't, you know what I mean? Like you have to take flaking into consideration.
Yeah, I mean, this should not be a private chat because Tina was very publicly promoted on the show. Over 1,000, 1,200, 1,300 were watching live, literally waiting to see what she has to say about AOC and how she's running. So I think it's tough to, hey, look, we're pretty new to YouTube. We've been doing this for what, 2 years, Chrissy?
If that.
I don't know. I always feel if it's something that's public already, you should deal with it publicly too.
Yeah. And this is nothing I wouldn't say to her face either. Okay. John Yarber. Okay, I'll do your show, but tell Elon to send me a Starlink first. Is that internet? Epic Mike in the house. We are here for you, not them. Oh, thanks, John. And I think it's also like important to like acknowledge, not to be gay and talk about my feelings, but for like so much of my life and even professional life, I would not acknowledge things like this that bother me. And then like you bottle it up and then it's not good. And you also just can't always give everyone endless amount of chances either. At a certain point, you have to be like, all right, anybody who does business with anybody realizes like, yeah, you can't just always set yourself up to have your time wasted.
I want to see F's in the chat if you think Chrissy should call Tina privately and let her know that she's feeling away. That's what
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna.
Oh, you
call
are?
her.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't need
All
to
right.
ask.
Hey, I'm just sometimes my opinion is just my opinion, and other people might completely disagree.
Or I could text her and be like, dude, you hurt my feelings. And then you do get confused. You're like, were you just fucking with me? Like, were you just like, I don't know. Okay. Yeah.
Fealty, very smart.
Yeah.
That's probably the best approach, dude. By the way, Fealty's going to be down at Content House, helping engineer and run shit, so I'm not pulling the rest of my hair out.
Yeah. You were spread too thin last time, and it didn't help that I got hammered immediately.
Yeah, how are you guys going to do this Epcot leading into the fucking show? I know you and Kumi talked about it a bit. But if you're hosting the show at Improv, it's going to be tough.
I would have to go and not drink all the drinks, like maybe have like 1 or 2. And then make sure if I have to leave early, I leave early. But like, yeah, maybe go to film it or go for the content. I'm definitely down for the idea of going. Yeah, but I definitely would not be in a situation where I'm getting at all too drunk for the show or drunk for the show at all. But I also don't want them to get drunk for the show. Matthew Hammond says, call her. Okay.
I agree. I think there's so many emotions get lost and misunderstood through text messaging. But I think this is really a good thing to think about, Chrissy.
Stuttering John. He would block and cut off.
You trashed me on your show. Didn't have me back.
You didn't show up. Okay. You sound like a guy who's been ghosted. Me? I have been ghosted a lot. All right. We're going to wrap this up. Thank you for watching. Love you all.
Go see Chrissy on the road. It's going to be fun.
Go see me on the road.
I'm probably going to be, if you want to meet the filing cabinet, let's see, which ones am I going to be? Or if you want to avoid the filing cabinet, let's see, here it comes. Where am I going to be? Bridgeport, maybe. Maybe I'll be there. Maybe I'll give you a ride. Orlando, I'll definitely be there. That'll be fun.
At the show?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah. New York, maybe. New Brunswick, maybe. I guess I'll definitely be in Orlando, and that's it.
Would you go? Are you going to come with me to the FNT meetup? Would you want to go to that?
Yeah, okay. I guess so.
Cool.
What day is the FNT meetup?
Sunday.
Sunday what? 30th?
Sunday
October
the 30th. Yeah.
Is that a thing people have to buy tickets to, or is it just show up?
No. In fact, they're very big on not charging for these meetups.
Wow. Now, is there anybody, Chrissy, that you think should kind of welcome everyone to the Orlando Improv show, like a special guest? Have you thought of this?
Oh, you mean like who you're thinking of? A certain blonde?
Blonde? Who the fuck do you think I'm thinking of?
Ann Coulter?
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. But I mean, I thought maybe, here, he would be funny to introduce you to the stage.
Oh, maybe. I don't even know if he's planning on going.
Like a very special guest to introduce the show.
He would he might love that because I feel like he might want to do stand up deep down secretly.
I could see that. Yeah. He's pretty funny.
Yeah. All right, we'll think about it.
Let's go get lunch.
We're going to go eat now. Love you all. Thanks for watching. Bye. Shout out to my gay dad. He's fine, by the way. He didn't get washed away.